Hello, loves. Welcome back. I'm Pajamas. That's Mr. Frog. We are hopping back into Soul Reaver 2, and, I saved quite a few times there. The last episode, first one to have gameplay, was quite a bit marred by a lot of technical issues. While I was able to work out quite a bit of them, one of the glaring things I didn't get to resolve then was the audio. So the audio ended up quite a bit flawed. Oh god. This is The audio is definitely flawed. Hi. This is so uncomfortable. So I believe I've fixed the flaws with the audio. Swimming in this is so awful. There it goes. Hold crouch. Why you would need to hold crouch to get it to function like it does in the first game. It is a bit beyond me. Why am I fighting? Okay. I did not expect to have these creatures this far in. Genuinely, it is really dark here for some reason. Oh, I got to jump that gap. Stop. Stop hitting. Turn around. Lighting is a pain in this. Okay, maybe I wasn't supposed to go that way. Maybe I was supposed to go that way. I can still climb the walls. Seriously. I'm constantly having to fight this camera. This is... I'm going to die here. I normally wouldn't want to fight this, but I'm tired of getting shot. Wait. Okay. So just stick to heavy attacks, maybe? I can't see anything here. Neither can you guys. Let's switch. Switch is gonna do a transition. We're gonna be here a while. Good. So I need to switch the world to get that path open. I want to like this, because it really tried to improve. And I'm struggling because there's a toss-up between how much of this flaws is due to technical issues of playing this game now. I am playing the version on Steam. And even with my tweaking it, it's very flawed. And I don't think it's due to the original game, it's just the technical carryover issues. Random enemy spawning. Just keep an eye on him. He started moving. That's moving. Yeah, we'll do the devour. Okay. It looks like we are in. Finally. Jeez. Stop. I went backwards. I fell down a giant hole. I am just going to keep falling down this hole, apparently. Okay, sure. Wait, is this not underneath? I fell down the hole that I swam up through.
Destroy Kain.
We gotta sit through the transition back. Because this we gotta do the turn of the water. If you haven't noticed, it's running a lot smoother right now. So, there's an issue with the frame rate lock on this game. There's an issue with the frame rate in this game, and I was thinking about it after I got frustrated and stopped. You know what? That issue would likely be... Oh, I didn't even do that. That issue would likely be something that Speedrunners would not allow. So I went to speedrun.com and found the patch that they use to patch this game to make it run at a better frame rate. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing, except for being hunted and surrounded by a monster. Which, yeah, it's making it run better, but at the same time... Yeah, this runs a lot smoother now. The angle of the terrain there is stopping me. The angle of the terrain there was killing me. So apparently all the issues that I've been having were due to a frame rate thing. So that seems to be fixed now. Due to this patch, that all it really does is lock the frame rate. No use. Locking the frame rate is the answer. It's kind of annoying. Who you punk? I'm genuinely surprised that this game would be up on Steam in its current condition. Without any patches or anything. But who knows the reasons or logic behind that. But now that I've got it working, where am I supposed to go? That's back down to the water. Is it not?
Tread carefully, Raziel.
Even with the fixed frame rate, I'm getting annoyed with this. I'm not gonna lie. The first game, honestly, I want to go back and play. Because I enjoyed it. The ending was the disappointment. The first game was flawed, but enjoyable. This is making me angry. I shouldn't be this lost in such a simple little corridor. But the lighting is poor, and it's like, it's a struggle just to navigate. I'm like, you want me to do something else here? What? I mean, the locked frame rate definitely fixed the locked frame rate definitely fixed the combat. Is this a different pool? It is. What is that? What is this? This looks like something we're gonna have to interact with once we have the water gone. Camera, please. Okay. So most of our issues were the frame rate. And that was enough to really, really upset me. We fixed the frame rate. And a lot of other issues by patching this stuff ourselves with the help of the speedrunning community. So we're gonna give this another go. Just clear our minds of the experience we had that was bad thus far, because this should be playing how the game played on the PS2 now, or on the computer when it initially came out. There's an up. so many different ways we can go. Let's check this. Felt like that just went in a circle. Okay. Optimistic. We're back into it. We're playing the game as it was intended. Woot. Be excited. No. Swimming is... If this is how swimming was supposed to be, then... Yes. It's better than the nightmare we were just dealing with. Okay. Fresh mindset. Let's kick things off. Something was flying. Oh boy. Hello, loves. Stay hydrated. We actually get to play the game now.
I surfaced into a very different landscape. The daylight barely penetrated the dense canopy of this forest. Here I discovered an ancient ruin, unmistakably one of Mobius's time-streaming chambers, but long ago sealed and abandoned to the encroaching swamp. I didn't currently possess the means to break this seal, but I thought in time that I might.
Is that a time pun? Okay. I need to get this checkpoint. We don't have to fight. Promise you. Because I'm genuinely not interested in fighting you. I'm gonna be honest, one of the things that's throwing me off a lot about this game has a different color scheme up there on top of that. One thing that's throwing me off about this game the most is the terrain. I know there was a shift in time, but the locations are so drastically different. I mean, it shouldn't be this drastic, right? Okay, the camera moves smoother now too. Can this kill you? Didn't want to, but I actually kind of need the souls right now, so I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry about this, but I need to heal. This is what's up there. Okay. The locations just don't seem like they match up. Like they line up properly. I could be completely off, A frog? It's a frog! I should probably go walk up to the door just in case it wants to tell me another scene. Okay, making sure. Would suck to progress and then be like, hey, you missed the scene back at this door, so you don't get to continue. Okay. This is a much better experience now. Open? Open.
So, my lurking observer was exposed. The creature vanished when he realized he was discovered, but I caught a glimpse of him, and his features were distinctive enough. This was the vampire Vorador, the monstrous assassin depicted in the stronghold. Strange that a creature brazen enough to assault the circle single-handedly would avoid confronting me. Very well. If Vorador would not come to me, I would go to him. But first I needed to find some means of reaching that terrace.
Really? So Vorador's here. So this is before... Vorador's death. How interesting. That's exciting. Hi. Oh yeah, combat flow is so much better now. I say that. Camera, please. Okay. Yay to the game working. I'm sorry you guys had to put up with that. Yeah, no. Don't have to fight. This is swamp stuff draining my health. Oh! What the heck? Bull combos going on over there. Ooh, fire. What is this place? It really doesn't seem like it matches anything from before. Mayhap it's a separate location that we just couldn't access before. Well, I know it's a swamp. I'm like... For all of these... It's like... Could the wildlife have died off? Yes. Could a swamp have been drained? Yes. Where the heck did all these giant trees and structures go? I'm thinking it's just gotta be like a path that we didn't have access to. Oh, it's a dog. I thought it was another frog.
Here it comes. Prepare to
Nope.
die.
Nope. What's up, dude? You see nothing.
There appeared to be a passage here, leading northward into the mountains. The opening, however, was obstructed and too high for me to reach. Perhaps later I would find the means to bypass these obstacles.
Perhaps later you would find the means. That's a climbable wall. Okay. Is this the other side that he was referring to? You know, I would check my map, but, the map is useless. Okay. Maybe eventually I'll get the ability to teleport, and that's what I can use the map for, or something like that. Nope. Not interested. So...
My lurking friend was nowhere to be seen, but I found these ruins even more intriguing. I recognized these arcane symbols from the chamber beneath the pillars, and realized that this shrine, too, was sealed to all but the bearer of the Reaver.
Time out. Okay, first of all, this game has a ridiculous amount of cutscenes and monologuing. Second, everything's tied to the Soul Reaver. It's like, contextually wise, like in the story, hey, everything revolves around it. That would make sense. Like, people are interested in its power and using it. That's Lord of the Rings. The whole story revolves around a ring. But that one ring doesn't unlock buildings and temples and structures all over the place like a key. Soul Reaver is being abused. And rewatching the last episode, that window of Kain fighting the good king, is it just me or did it look like they both had the Soul Reaver swords? Throwing that out there. At least the same style. I don't know why I looked over here to the side, like I was expecting some hidden secret in a game that doesn't have inventories or leveling. Absorb me! Thank you. Like a boss fight then, are we? That's the first time I've actually had to activate it. I was about to say, is like, what are we letting Vorador in? Are we being used as just the key bearer? Who are you and how are you in here? How did you get in here? You will stop blocking. That was tough. Why is this shield just floating there? Oh, I'm supposed to grab it and put it in there. Okay. I'm gonna be spectral real fast. Don't blindside me with an attack. That's not what I meant by I'm gonna be spectral real fast. It is interesting that they've got all this splash stuff now. You will all become my noms? I've missed saying that. It's climbable, but I am spectral at the moment. It doesn't help me. Not until I become unspectral. Door gonna close behind me. Oh. I save. Oh, there you are. Sure. Talk to me more. Or don't. Just show me a shiny. Light. It's a light puzzle. This might be some semblance of light puzzle. Wow, that's sparkling. Yeah, looks like we're doing some kind of sunlight-based thing. Reaver on, press action to imbue with dark. Do you want to, build up an explanation as to why that's a thing? Nope. Don't want to deal with you. Dude, I know you're tough. I don't want to fight you.
Throughout this ancient shrine, murals depicted the winged race, the apocalyptic war against their mysterious and equally inhuman adversaries. These winged beings, it seemed, were not only the architects of the pillars, but of this enigmatic place as well. And just as in the pillar's chamber, this shrine was adorned throughout with imagery of the Reaver, depicted with the reverence of a holy icon.
How interesting. No! Grab... You're a punk. Side. Same thing. Okay. Why? Don't you respawn? Platforming. No, seriously, that one spot over there to the side, it's like to imbue with, use Soul Reaver to imbue it with darkness. It's like, when has that ever been a thing? Why was that not, where's the introduction to that? That's odd. What is that? Still looks like a light puzzle. You know what? This place kind of... This structure here kind of reminds me, just somewhat, of the exterior of Duma's place. Somewhat. Hey look, I opened the door. Quite the fanfare for opening a door. Pick up the... Okay. It's the moon? You know, I like being prepared for situations, which is why I like carrying around a weapon. Okay, I'm not grabbing that apparently. This one doesn't have a gate. Going this way. Yeah, no! There's the gate. Really don't need all the sound effects. That is one of the most annoying doors in existence. Of course it can't. Oh boy. Sure. What's it do? I thought I was pressing action. Okay, whatever. I give up. Let's go this way first. With the pop-up first. Oh, I hit enter. Apparently I hit it too many times. Wait. Okay. Make sure the hallway didn't just get longer on me. I don't know why they made them into spooky skeletons. But, hey. What is all this? I'm lacking understanding of reason in this game. And while doing the patches fixed the gameplay a lot. I'm still kind of torn on reason. If that makes sense. Yeah. Stop it. Don't shoot at me. Oh, get on the center platform, then. Spirit Realm. Oh, wrong button. I'm so happy you move with the terrain now. That is nice. I'll sing the praises there. Because remember in the first game where the terrain would just shove you? Sing the praises of that. That's fair. Is this just like an entire temple dedicated to this? Not again. Yay? I have a shield. There. Oh wow. I... Well, thank goodness for that tip. Because I ever would have figured that out. no idea which way it's supposed to go. Okay. Let's think artistically. Okay, so the moons are all the different. I was thinking maybe it was like a wanes and waxes thing. See this thing here with the obelisk with the light. Like those walls both have the obelisk. I don't know what I'm trying to accomplish. And that problem still carries over from, it's like, which way am I supposed to be pointing this thing? Because if I don't figure it out, I'm going to have to come back here. The handle just glisten. It totally did. Oh, no way. You bugger. Okay. One, how does that make any sense? Two, why? Okay. Yoink. Okay, so this will go back. This will go on the pedestal in here. Yeah, the door opens and closes. Sorry. This will go on this. Stay hydrated. I have no idea what I'm doing. Do I need some way to move the moon? That's probably what the other path is. I don't know. Let's go see! What am I looking at? Climbable wall underneath me. Okay, that's good. So it's all the way back up. That is not gonna reach. Don't you just auto-nom it? You're a punk. All of you. In my belly. Okay, I need a reversion spot. Hello. Now I have a strong feeling that I'm about to run into more of those guys. Nope. You punks! He just hops on and it's like, no, snap him in half. Why not? It's a strange thing to do too. Yeah, he just ripped the upper half and the bottom half. Okay. I see the symbol. You probably want me to stick the sword in the fire. Probably. Knowing this game, probably all I'm gonna get here. Okay, this. Something. I'm thinking I need to shine that light. Over at that one. Really hate having to pull this thing out all the time now. Okay, so it's not that. I see you. No. Apparently I can't light it on fire now. Grab this. There it is. No. Okay, so what am I missing? How do I get over there? I just spent like probably 20-ish minutes here, not realizing that these pillar things are just like the other ones. I can move. And it's just like the first game. It's like what can and can't be interacted with. It's so vague and understanding how or how not. What? Did you just make a path? Are you kidding? How does that make sense? You know what else I hadn't thought about? Hadn't realized up until this point. We haven't seen any of those things for like expanding your health bar. Which now that I'm thinking about that, did they cut that out? Oh. It's the moon. This is deciding what shape of moon. Okay. So I caused a solar eclipse.
As I neared the altar,
Which is
I
letting me have
suddenly
dark
felt the
powers.
Reaver quickening of its own volition. Just as in William's chapel, the balance of power tangibly shifted. Voracious and willful, the Soul Reaver was now in control, and I, merely its helpless puppet. The Reaver plunged itself into that mysterious altar, and devouring the energy that emanated from within, drained this place of its power. Thus sated, the Reaver released me, and I realized as I recovered control that these ancient shrines were forges, each purpose-built to enhance the Reaver with elemental power.
So that increases health. These shrines are forges for Soul Reavers to have elemental powers. Which is kind of annoying that that one spot on the side is like, hey, stick the Soul Reaver here to get dark, to make you have the dark element. And it's like, why isn't it working? Well, apparently it wasn't working because that wasn't the actual
Now
option.
I understood the purpose of the mysterious basins I had seen throughout my journey. They were elemental fonts, each attuned to a fundamental essence. When I forged the blade, every font in Nosgoth with the same elemental attunement was simultaneously quickened. The Reaver's enhancements were never permanent, but these fonts enabled me to re-imbue the blade by bathing it in the elemental energy distilled therein.
Why? Why? Seriously. What purpose does that serve?
Concentric circles, one eclipsing the other. I recognized this symbol from the door sealing that other ancient shrine, the one I had seen in the lake outside the Sarafan stronghold. Perhaps now, armed as I was with the elemental power of darkness, I could return and gain entry.
The elemental power of darkness. Oh. They gave the moody emo boy darkness powers. Unironically. Just let me out. I am so done with this place.
You're a ragged excuse for a savior.
Vorador.
I see my reputation precedes me.
It does.
All good, I hope? I've been watching you since you emerged from that accursed stronghold. Strange that your arrival coincides with the corruption of the Pillars. But I'm wondering, are you the catalyst of these events? Or the answer to them?
I don't know what you mean.
I will speak plainly then. I distrust your origins, stranger. Seeing you crawl from the putrid depths of Mobius's keep makes me question your purpose here. And what should I make of your appearance? Not human, clearly, and more demon than vampire. And the Pillars. It is no mere coincidence that your arrival in that clearing heralded the Pillars' decay. And so I ask you plainly, are you the instrument of the Pillars' destruction, or their salvation?
Neither.
Very well. Let us look at the other side of the coin. I have followed your journey and watched as you blithely unlocked secrets that have been sealed and forbidden for thousands of years. The path you have been treading is open to only one being. You don't know what you are, do you?
I have been many things. If you find me ignorant, enlighten me.
What's the point? This world is beyond redemption. Let the human cattle have it.
I would expect better than meek capitulation from you.
Centuries of persecution have taught me well. 500 years ago, our race was nearly exterminated by the fanatical crusades of the Seraphan. And now the same sick drama unfolds again. In merely a decade, Mobius's cutthroat citizen army has nearly accomplished what the Seraphan could not. Vampires meddling in the affairs of men. Look where it's brought us.
What am I to make of these secrets I've uncovered, then? The depictions of the winged race, the pillars, and the Reaver.
Fairy tales, boy. The delusions of an ancient culture clinging to hope long after the world had discarded them. Their bloodline trickled away, until only one of the ancients remained, sustained solely by obligation and his unfaltering faith in the old prophecies. But you see, even if you are who you appear to be, it no longer matters. You're simply too late. Janos Audron, the Reaver Guardian, the last of the ancients, and my maker, was murdered by the Seraphan nearly 5 centuries ago. He alone would have the answers you seek, but his secrets died with him. I don't know how you've come even this far without his guidance, or without the Reaver, stolen these 500 years ago by the Seraphan. I'm afraid, my friend, that you and all of us are out of luck.
I had no less reason to trust Vorador than anyone else I had met. In fact, the ancient vampire was the most forthright being I had encountered thus far. If Janos Audron was the key to all this, then I would find him, and Mobius's time-streaming device would provide me passage. But first, I had to find a way back into the stronghold, and I suspected I would find the means within the lake's mysterious shrine.
Okay. Yeah. He was the vampire that was, not of the physical form I was expecting. There's a path back here. Which way had the save point? I think it was over here. I think that's a save. No, maybe it was further back. I really wish it was easier to know where the saves were. I don't see a climbable wall on this side.
Seize him.
Can you not seize me, please? I can't see anything. Okay, we're not going that way. I can't see. Neither can you guys, apparently. Don't know why I got even more dark over there all of a sudden. I don't want to go to the time streaming thing. Not yet. I want to save and stop and think. But yeah, Mordor was a lot less
Prepare to die.
human than I was expecting. Nope. Nope. Not in here. Definitely not in here. Oi! What the heck? I'm sorry, what just happened? There was no soul that came out of him. He kind of just evaporated. Okay. I don't know what happened there. So Vorder talks about his maker slash master. Now I've been to some extent confusing Janos, his maker, and Vordor a bit.
Die, fiend.
Their characters kind of still in my head blend a bit, which I'm sure will be cleared up to some extent. With once I have something to go off of for the other one. Will you stop? My controls. Thank you. No arms. Aha, I knew there was a save. Why they put it on this side? I don't know. Save. Save. That's just chaos going on over there. I don't want to deal with it anymore. Okay. So Vordor definitely comes across as more of the gentlemanly dude. Vordor's master, the one he's talking about that was murdered, that's Blackheart. Maybe? I don't know. That's interesting. Either way, I need to stop and think. I was getting frustrated with that shrine forge. Hello, loves. Future Pajamas here, and I'm gonna throw on in the background some of that cut randomness of me roaming the temple trying to figure out the second puzzle, just so there's something on the screen for right now. But after I said I was going to gather my thoughts, I started talking, and apparently if you sit on the main menu long enough, the music begins to crescendo to the point in which it was completely drowning me out. Gonna need to do a few more audio modifications just to help out a bit with that for the next video. Like turn down the music a little bit and the combat sounds a little bit if it separates those. But I've had some time to gather my thoughts, and I want to establish a little bit of what I've been thinking. Okay, so what am I missing? So the game has drastically improved with the patch that I grabbed from speedrun.com. So shout out to the speedrunners. Speedrun community has always been amazing. For most of the games that I've spent time with. Yeah, it locked the frame rate, which allowed it to play as it was intended. I mean, the difference in swimming alone is night and day. The combat feels a lot better. So, all in all, when it comes to playing the game, I think we're back to a good place for the most part. Back there with the original Soul Reaver's feel for the most part. It's not as floaty as I was initially thinking. That was just the frame rate going crazy. Now, that being said, there's some issues with the story and the plot. Soul Reaver 2, thus far, has been more focused on shoving a narrative and establishing a world at the cost of Raziel as a character. Raziel is becoming a side character to the sword. And granted, it's kind of hinting at the sword's own personality taking over, and kind of like a symbiotic relationship is how Raziel referred to it. And if you hear symbiote nowadays, you think things like Carnage or Venom from Marvel. And in a way, that does make sense. But I'm not content with how we're losing Raziel. And what I mean by that is, I understood why at the Pillars he let Kain go. He was willing to seek out the truth because he didn't want to be someone's puppet. But he was still willing to hunt down Kain if necessary. It's a bit of a stretch, seeing as he was so adamant that he slew his brothers and chased Kain across time. It's a bit of a stretch, but it is something I'm willing to accept. That only carries so much, though, because now we're doing all these side quests, and we're meeting some interesting characters. Fishface Vorador is a really interesting character, and I love the fact that he's just, you know what? Screw the nonsense, I'll speak plainly then. Thank goodness for him. Because, man, did we need something like that. I don't know what I'm missing. But for the first time, I say for the first time, even though this is only the second game in the series I played, but for the first time, the game has been more interested in developing others. I don't know what it wants me to do over there. At the cost of Raziel, yes, but also to the point of not involving Raziel. And what I mean by that is, there's the scene in the previous episode with Mobius when Raziel and the Soul Reaver fixed the physical sword that was on the tomb. And then Raziel confronted Mobius. Mobius didn't have his scepter. And Mobius was freaking out. But then Raziel walked away. And the camera stayed on Mobius. And Mobius expressed, that was the only chance you were going to get. You'll never get the chance again to kill me. Raziel walked away. He's out of earshot. Who's Mobius saying that to? For the first time, the camera has detached from Raziel's side, his perspective, what he would experience and know. And it's a strange experience. I personally love DMing for D&D, and one of the biggest issues that I cannot stress enough is there is a huge difference in player knowledge versus character knowledge. And this game is more interested in player knowledge as opposed to Raziel's knowledge. At least that's how it's coming across right now. We're still giving the benefit of the doubt. I'm still really interested in how this goes. And with the fixes to gameplay, I'm so much more willing to go for this, because I'm really excited now. Vorador's mentor, which I believe to be the Black Heart vampire that we saw the depiction of. We're likely going to go back in time even further to meet with him, which, yay, that's so exciting. Especially since Vorador referred to him as the Soul Reaver's keeper, I believe, before the Seraphim took it. I really hope that that's actually not. So, that's exciting. I'm really interested in that. Really looking forward to that. But then we do have to talk about the forges. And I say forges, I believe that underwater section next to Boom Boom is another forge down there. It looks like it might be. And there's likely going to be a lot of other ones. But these elemental powers that are starting to show up, I say starting to show up, yes, we've only achieved the darkness one. But it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand why we're doing it. Raziel slew his brothers in the first one, and he was really gung-ho about it. So annoying. But he took his brother's powers, and his powers were unique and different, and affected his ability to traverse by modifying himself. In this game, it looks like we're just interested in modifying the sword. And slapping a new coat of paint onto it, attaching Doom keycards, if you will, to the sword, if that's all it's going to be, I'm very disappointed. There's definitely a lot more to go. So, we're still pushing through this. I just want to express where my mindset is with this at the moment, and the reluctancy and the feelings that I have towards the game right now. For a bit of comparison as to what I'm expressing, if you've ever played Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1 is all about the world, the linking of the flame. You're a nobody. Yeah, it's like, you're expressed, you're the chosen one. Yeah, but that's said to everybody who comes through. It's a false advertising, if you will. They just need somebody to go and do the job because the world is fading, the flame is fading. It's about the world. Dark Souls 2, it's all about you. And a lot of players took an issue with that because I'm just a nobody. I don't want to hear a story about me. I want to know what's going on with the world. Soul Reaver 1 and 2 is the reverse of that. Soul Reaver 1, all Raziel. All about him. Soul Reaver 2, all about the world. And then the subterfuge plots that are being just shoved in your face. It's the most open in the air subterfuge I think I've ever witnessed. Alright, loves. That's my thoughts for now. Let me know what you think. Am I reading too much into this? Am I stepping outside? Am I being too judgy? Let me know your thoughts, please. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, loves. Y'all take care.